position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Inside the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it downfield. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running to the left. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's
there he goes. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
With the catch, it's Norman. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Skips away from pressure. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Flicks it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath him so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to ride this running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete on the comeback. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to... Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. They get to him as he throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see it all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. If they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They're working that left side. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Murray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
On the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun on third down. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense got him at the 27.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Across the 15. Got the 1st down and more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out with it, it's Murray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Takes the easy completion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that run.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Clemson set up with another first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one. Gets it out quickly. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Knocked off his feet. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Making side adjustments here.
Okay, ready?
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Here comes the offense on second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The throw. Makes the grab. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustment. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. They'll go with a direct snap. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He'll take a shot. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a